Today is Friday, July 27th. I'm sitting here in the Amazon parking lot, as you can see. And they messed up my paycheck really, really bad. They told me that they were going to pay me for 20 hours of company time. And I cashed in my PTO and my vacation time, which only equaled to about 7 hours. Not much, I know that. But every little bit helps. Well, as it stands right now, they only paid me for 10 hours. That's why my check was $103. I know a lot of you are probably wondering what I'm doing with all the money that I've received on my GoFundMe, but I wanted to make it clear how GoFundMe works. The first half of the money that I got, the first $500 I got, was while I still lived in my RV. And I was paying that towards rent, but because I didn't have all of it, they went ahead and evicted me anyway, even though I was making payments and even though I had an agreement with them to pay every 2 weeks. I held up to my end of the bargain. They did not. So they ended up evicting me anyway. That's how I became homeless. The reason why I got behind in rent is because I was on workers' comp. I got injured October 24th, 2017. I was on workers' comp, and the doctor put me off work for a month. Well, in that month, a couple days after my doctor's appointment on April 23rd, I received an email from the doctor stating that they sided with Amazon's peer review group and that they didn't feel like I was injured any longer and that my workers' comp payments needed to cease and desist, and also that they were dismissing me as a patient. Well, so I had to sit home for like a month and a half with no income, not from workers' comp, not from Amazon, nobody. Amazon's short-term disability only pays $25 a week. After they take out your medical, dental, and vision, you get whatever's left over. So, and I can screenshot and I can show you my paycheck stubs. Sometimes my checks from Amazon were $21 and sometimes they were like $34, depending on, how much they took out for my benefits. So, that's how I became homeless, because I had no income at all. I wasn't allowed to come back to work because I was still on leave. But I wasn't allowed to go to a doctor or be seen by a doctor because of the doctor stating that, oh, we're going to side with Amazon and say that you're not injured anymore, even though he said I was. I have that paper. So, I came back to work, and I worked for I worked for 2 weeks, not the full 10 hours. I worked an hour each night because I couldn't stand up straight after working at, doing my job. My back was killing me, my shoulder was killing me, and right here through my neck is so painful. I think I have bulging disc in my neck. I think that's what my MRI said, but it gets aggravated by the same repetitive motion that I do. So that's why I'm on leave now, pending doctor notification, which was, I went to the state doctor yesterday in Plano, and I'm hoping that this doctor sees that, hey, she's still injured. It was more than what y'all said it was. It was something more than a lumbar sprain strain, that it was something more than that. Because like I said, it goes all the way up from my neck down to the middle of my back on this side. And that big muscle that's in the middle of my back, it knots up and it feels like it just twists. So, it's hard for me to stand up straight. Sorry, my nose itches. So now I just left Amazon, and they're supposed to pay me $100 or so more dollars on their pay card. That's kind of the way they can get around the leave of absence team, because the leave of absence team said that once they submitted the ticket yesterday, that it could take 1 to 2 pay cycles. That's a month for money that was promised to me on this payday. And I'm just like, yesterday was a very bad day for me. Very, very bad. I went to Dallas. It only took me an hour to get there. But no lie, it took me 4 hours, about 4.5 hours to get back, because I got so lost and so turned around in Dallas that I probably racked up about $15 worth of tolls, exiting off and getting back on the tollway, because I didn't mean to get on the tollway. I didn't even know where I was going. The GPS was like, go this way, so I would go this way. And then it'd be like, go this way. Well, the reason why I got so lost and turned around is because I am deathly scared of bridges. Deathly scared of bridges. Those real high bridges like they have in Dallas or Fort Worth. I'm talking, look at this Amazon right here. You see that? The bridges are taller than that on the Mixmaster or the High 5. And I'm deathly scared. So I try to find an alternate route where I don't have to go on those bridges. And that's how I got so turned around. Well, then I got back to Fort Worth finally, and then another incident happened with the leave of absence team and the ERC, which is our Employee Resource Center, which they didn't help out at all concerning my situation, nor did they care. They were not sympathetic at all. So now I'm just kind of at my wit's end between they want me to take the buyout. And I think that my First Amendment right is worth more than what they're offering me. Because once I sign that paper, I cannot speak about Amazon. I cannot go post it on social media. I cannot talk to the news anymore. Which y'all know that I've spoken with Bernie Sanders' office. Not an official interview, but I've spoken with them several times because of my affiliation with the World Socialist website. My loyalty lies with them. So that's why I've not done an interview with Bernie Sanders' office. The Washington Post contacted me and wanted to do an interview with me. I've had 3 other reporters contact me. I did a podcast with one of them. And so, I mean, the word is out. The media knows about me. Washington knows about me. Amazon knows about me. Everybody knows. And I make sure that I tag Bezos in everything that I'm going through, because I want him to see how his company is being run and how they treat their employees that's been injured on their faulty equipment. It wasn't my faulty equipment. It was their faulty equipment. So, and it only took them, no lie, 8 months. 8 months to fix this faulty equipment, because I was keeping track of it. So, now my situation is, it's still basically the same. And I thought I had found an apartment to get into. But with me being unsure of any type of income, short-term, long-term disability, GoFundMe, or any financial help that I might receive from any of my friends or people that, care about my situation, I can't move into a place and sign a lease on something that I'm not sure if I'm going to have, some type of permanent income. So that's why I have not moved into a place. And like I said, the first $500 of my GoFundMe went towards the rent on my old place, and they ended up evicting me anyway. So that was just a waste. I wish I had that money back. I mean, at least I could go to a motel and, stretch out in a bed and get me something to eat and such, but it is what it is, I guess. So now I'm waiting on my attorney to call me because I need to go to the doctor, and every doctor that I apply to go to gets blocked by workers' comp. And these are in-network doctors. These are requested by my attorney to be seen, and they keep denying my